Holy donkers, bonkers, Baranki sauce. We are back with the Outer Worlds part. This one's going to be 22. We have a lot of quests still to do. So yeah, we're gonna head down to the bottom here at the Grand Colonial. And maybe we'll take Naoki with us this time. I know we don't really like her. She doesn't really provide amazing dialogue ever, but she's kind of just a narrow to the bones girly, you know? A little bit of a hard ass. Whoa. Okay, what are we doing here? What zone is this in? Profit of profitability. This is gonna be in the one zone. Yep, I knew that was coming. All right, well, we'll see if we have enough ammo to even dare venture into this zone.
Anyone else want to camp out in that hunting reserve instead of staying in the penthouse? No? Just me?
The view's
All right.
Oh, I gotta go all the way around this way, huh? It seems so far. But I guess it's what we must do, right? Anyone in here? Doesn't look like it. Oh, that's what I wanted actually. I was gonna make sure that we had enough ammo for the foreseeable venture. Okay, here we come to this beautiful, scenic little area, and then eventually, I'm assuming we're gonna hit up the Willy Wonka chocolate ass factory. What are these little bird things? Gaseous Pituri? What are you? You're deadly?
Here we go.
Yes. That answers my question.
Won't mess with us.
Okay, it's dead. Hey, buddy. Damn, I can't even pick that one, huh? Alright, let's see if we can repair while we're here, right? Fuck. We can tinker that though, huh? I forgot we had this. Oh, dude, this is actually gonna be pretty crazy. We haven't even used this yet, but I have it. I upgraded it. I remember exactly why. Because we were gonna check it out. Wow. And it does use electronic rounds. Similar to the rest of the goodies. I feel like we're getting close to the end of this DLC, but I'm not 100% sure yet. We've only really explored 3-ish leads. Whoa, did you charge it? Whoa, it's a charge shot? Are we good? What's going on over here? Bitch!
That's the last
Bada
of
bing,
them.
bada boom. You good? And that's a dead bellhop. Nice!
If they didn't want to tempt us, why'd they lock it up?
That is a damn fine question. There's lots of dead bellhops. Oh! You're missing a leg, buddy. Just saying. Don't know what happened with you, but it didn't look good. Alright, you guys ready? You guys locked in? Naoki, I gotta get you something better. Now, you gotta wear the cowboy hat, but I want you to have a better clothes piece. Like apparel wear. That charges like that. Hello? Anyone here? It's literally just me. Byzantium
Oh, hell
tourists.
yes. Show me the biggest, baddest wildlife you've got, Eridanos. I'll bring it home
Whoa.
on a plaque.
This is actually really cool. Are these the woolly cows? Oh. Yeah, this is really cool.
Excuse me, Gunther. I need to ask you something.
Who are these?
Who in the hell is Gunter? I told you to call me Hunter. Come on.
Oh, right. Hunter, have you seen a little mechanical wandering through here? Might have been wearing my hat.
I can't say I have. I can sell you a new hat if you want. Or some fine, legally obtained hunting supplies. You could go get that mechanical thief yourself.
She's not a thief. She's lost. I just want her back.
Alright, we're gonna interrupt. Hello?
Oh, hey there, stranger. Don't mean to interrupt your business, but have you seen a stray mechanical wandering about?
Maybe. What's it look like?
3 legs, conical body, wearing a worker's hat, woefully unsuited for combat.
Doesn't sound like something that should be wandering around a dangerous reserve.
Well, normally I'd be inclined to disagree with you. Betty's a big girl and can steer clear of danger, but it's been a little too long.
So, instead of hunting wildlife, you're hunting mechanicals? Doesn't that seem not so fulfilling?
Oh, I ain't no hunter. At least not in the traditional sense. Wrenches always suited me better than firearms. A mechanical under my care up and wandered off, that's all. I gotta get her back before anyone notices that either of us are missing. The shopkeep says I should buy one of his rifles and go looking myself. But like my machine, I'm not combat inclined.
What kind of mechanical is your lost charge?
Betty's just your standard tripod mechanical. Though she probably is still wearing my hat. Without it, she seems kind of naked. Her main purpose is cacao milking, but the only cacaos in the reserve are close. Without a directive, she shouldn't have had reason to wander away from the milking area.
Like those boat buckets need a reason to do anything. It's probably searching the world for more things to milk.
Wouldn't make any sense. Ain't no cacaos out there. Betty's smarter than that.
I'll keep my eye out for anything suspicious.
Hey, thanks so much. It would have been mighty lonely without her. Being unemployed, I mean. Be lonely being unemployed. If you find Betty, try sneaking up and hacking her. If you can't do that, finding a way to stop her current routines should send her back home.
Alright, and what about you, Hunter S. Legal?
Welcome to Hunter Legal's Legal Hunter Supplies. I am Hunter Legal. How might I help you today?
I'm investigating the murder of Halcyon Helen. Have you heard anything unusual lately?
Unusual? This whole land complex is a failed wildlife exhibition turned hunting reserve. You can't go 10 feet without stepping in unusual. But I reckon you're asking about people unusual. I'd go have a chat with the prophet of profitability. Maybe she can intuit you in the right direction or something. But she is mighty far in the depths of the reserve. Perhaps you should purchase one of my fine armaments for the journey.
I think I'll be good. Interesting name your shop has.
I'm sure I don't know what you mean. It is a perfectly normal name for a shop dispensing hunter supplies.
Do you mean hunting supplies like the sign above your shop says?
No, these are supplies for hunters. Hunter supplies. It works either way. It works either way. Boy, damn it. I wish I thought to get that sign switched out when I changed my name.
Is this really the best place for a shop, though?
Where better to sell hunter supplies than in the depths of the wilds, surrounded by creatures that are just waiting to devour you. I've got an excuse, but the Prophet and her retreat don't. And they're even farther out. Prophet said I should gift her some rifles to improve my aura or something. I told her what she could do with her aura. Haven't spoken to her since. But you look like you're smart enough to not make the decision that she'll invariably regret.
I mean, I'll see.
Hunter supplies. Get your hunter supplies.
Hunter supplies. Here we are. Is there anything good, though? Not really. None of these weapons really pack much of a fucking punch. Except for that shit. That shit's way too expensive. Sorry, buddy. I'm gonna have to turn down your offer. Sorry, pal. Okay. Where's this way? Isabel Ezerate and Lawrence McLaughlin.
Sorry, but we're a little busy right now. I'm sure one of the other guides would be happy to give you a tour.
Lawrence, do you know who you're talking to? We always have time for the inspector.
The inspector? That's you? I am so sorry. We didn't know what we were doing. We're so sorry. It'll never happen again.
It seems like a strange spot to loiter. What are you two doing?
No, Law. It's all over. I told you someone would catch on sooner or later, Belle.
Lawrence, let me do the talking here. Inspector, pay him no mind. I'm sure you've bigger saltuna to can than us.
You two know anything about the murder of Halcyon Helen?
Not unless it happened out here. We've been on this complex for the last day and change.
You two hotel workers pretty far from the Grand Colonial.
Normally, yes, but we take guests out on live-action wilderness experiences for additional pay. You know, shoot a raft here, walk there. We're just between tours right now.
Live action. You can shoot?
Hey, I'm not a bad shot. I've been keeping these tours safe for years.
Your hands look shakier than a sprat climbing out of a vat of Namer spunk.
I'm not shaking. I'm trembling. There's a difference.
Don't pay him any mind, Inspector. His upper story's a little gap-toothed, if you know what I mean. But seeing as you insist on sticking your... That is, since you're so curious, I'll fill you in on what we're doing. We, misplaced some people on our last tour. Misplaced them in the maws of some local predators. Now we're stuck here wondering how to get their room keys.
So your guides were eaten by cannons.
Might have been raptidons. I find it hard to tell them apart, especially when my glasses get fogged up.
So you got your guest killed, and all you care about is the room key?
Hey, we all got our priorities. Not worrying about those keys ain't gonna bring their owners back from the dead. Anyway, the sooner we get those keys back, the sooner we can make it look like the ex-guests checked out early.
So you're trying to cover up the deaths of missing guests.
Wouldn't you? I mean, the dangers were all listed in fine print on the waivers they signed. Least they can do is not destroy our reputation when they get themselves killed. We knew sooner or later this was gonna happen. We've got some hush money tucked away. If you can get those keys for us, it's all yours.
Say, get your keys. What's to stop me from telling your bosses what happened?
You kidding? You're welcome to.
Our bosses would want this situation resolved, just like us. We're the real victims here. The dead can't suffer anymore, but we can, and we will if we have to pay for all these lost keys.
Alright, I'll get it. I'll get it. We take all quests.
Did I just hear that right? The inspector is going to help us, Bill! Thank the stars.
We're not out of the woods yet. Let's just see what happens before we celebrate. We last saw the guests deeper in the wilderness, Inspector. That'd be a good place to look.
Thank you, thank you. Okay, what is this? Whoa, 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 whoa. There's just a lot going on here, huh? I'm nervous. I don't know what to expect. Byzantium tourists. There's nothing over there. Maybe there's something over this way. No, it doesn't look like it. Looks like this is a barren dead end. It's weird that there's all these little sectors here on these different little rocks. Like, what is the story behind all this, you know? I've been asking as many questions as I can, trust me. Candy Canyon.
Down. Down they go.
Got that fucker good. Okay, what? This is Candy Canyons?
I don't get it. Why build a place to get dust up your nose and wrap it on sticking your eyes when Monarch...
I haven't fought a Raptidon in ages. Bitch! Bitch! I forgot I had this. Oh shit, no wonder. I got the wrong gun on. This is the one we haven't used yet. Still alive? Motherfucker. Goddamn. This is not ominous at all. So why has no one said anything about these fucking parasites that are digging into people's neck and all these...
If this is a cult, who am I kidding? It's a cult. Hold your judgment until you meet them. Some of my best friends were from Graham's
you?
camp.
Hello, welcome to the Prophet of Profitability's Private Prosperity Retreat. Stay positive, and soon all your humors will be balanced. Least, that's what I keep telling myself. Anyway, I'm Aaliyah Mason. I work as the Prophet's right-hand woman. What can I do for you?
What can you tell me about this retreat?
If you felt imbalanced and unproductive, linger in your malaise no longer. We have all the amenities and practices for calming the ill humors strangling your potential. Sit for hours in our sweat house and sweat them out, or stand amidst burning coals and feel your productive inhibitions burn away. And remember, think positive. Positivity equals productivity equals profitability.
Okay, do you know the Prophet well?
Of course. I've been studying under her for years. I know each of her techniques more or less by heart, and even have some variations of my own, such as the quintuple daily stomach purges. She's promised me that I'd be allowed to open my own branch of the retreat someday soon. Of course, I've been waiting on someday soon for coming up on 4 years now. I'm sure it's gonna happen anytime now.
You seem a little less enthused than the rest.
Oh, terribly sorry if I gave you that impression. I had a cramp. It's better now. I mean, it might be nice if I had a little inclination of whether the Prophet appreciated all the cooking and cleaning and hours of meditation I do on a daily basis. But whatever she thinks isn't for me to question. I'll do my best to be more chipper.
Alright, well I was hired to look into Halcyon Helen's murder. I'm gonna ask you a few questions.
Oh my. Yes, this is important enough for me to delay my bi-hourly self-flagellation. Ask away.
The Prophet has some kind of feud with Halcyon Helson, right? Halcyon Helen!
Yes, the circumstances there are quite unfortunate. For a time, the Prophet was completely despondent. Even the hot coal walks weren't buoying her spirits as they usually do. However, we recently had a high-profile visitor whose presence seemed to alleviate whatever the Prophet's fears were.
Who was it?
I'm actually not entirely certain. It was a surreptitious visit that stood out because it was surreptitious. Whoever it was must have paid the Prophet quite a lot to keep things quiet. At least that's the only reason I can think of for intentionally keeping things so hush-hush.
Have you noticed any unusual behavior in this retreat?
Well, by and large, no. But something rather odd did happen regarding the Prophet recently. A few hours after our high-profile visitor arrived a couple of days ago, the Prophet asked me to take over sessions for the remainder of the day. At first, I was excited. Thought it was my chance to show her what I could do in charge. But then I saw that she was deeply worried about something. No one saw her until the next day.
Where were you?
I was here, at the retreat in the company of the other disciples and clients. I rarely have more than a few minutes of alone time. Which is fine, of course. I do what I do in the service of the Prophet. Who will, I'm sure, reward me for my sacrifice. Eventually.
She don't like her.
Certainly.
You have a good day, lady.
Actually, before you go, I want to report something suspicious. I noticed the Prophet dragging something, a bundle, away from the retreat after that high-profile guest arrived. Normally, I'm the one who does her laundry, so it was strange. Especially because whatever she was dragging seemed oddly human-shaped.
You sure it was a body?
I think so. Had the right size and shape.
Couldn't you have brought this information forward a little earlier?
I could have, but I generally don't have the time or energy to leave the reserve to contact anyone. Plus, there's always the possibility that I'm mistaken. The Prophet hasn't been herself lately, but if I misinterpreted the situation and reported her improperly, I'd ruin my chances for opening my own wing of the retreat.
I get it.
The Prophet says...
Whoa. This is a crazy looking room. I'm just searching this. Oh, fuck! That terrified the hell out of me. Holy shit.
Everyone all right?
I was not expecting that. That actually genuinely scared me. I'm going back up. I'm assuming that's linked to a quest. Holy shit, that scared me. Okay, here we go. Desert, to find a body. Why is there like a mutated fallacious in this?
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
Let's maybe reason set a trap.
Identifying human footprints leading out into the wilderness. It is unusual for productivity disciples to wander more than a few feet from the camp.
They're not mine, are they?
Scanning. No. No traces of aether dust, blood, or dimethyl sulfoxide found. Judging by footprint depressions and shoe size, these prints were either made by the Prophet of Profitability or Adjutant Sophia Akande. Error. Recalibrating. These footprints were made by the Prophet of Profitability.
Okay. What, so they want me to follow these?
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Tracks belonging to the Prophet of Profitability. Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
Okay, what's in here? Body,
Timeline
huh?
discrepancy detected nearby. Judging by the shape of this indentation in the dirt, a person of medium height and build laid here for a number of hours. Scanning for other details. Only additional signs of disturbance are a few marks in the dirt.
Corpses don't get up and walk, and there's no evidence of a body being torn apart.
Agreed. Likely theory, individual injured was unconscious, not dead, and walked away after awakening.
Strange. Let's keep this in mind. Okay, now the plan or the hope
Timeline
was,
discrepancy detected nearby.
the hope was that we get this info. Now when we talk to the Prophet of
Timeline
Profitability,
discrepancy detected nearby.
we will be able to bring this up. Alright, put your bets in. Is she gonna be cute or not? Halcyon Helen versus the Brain Eaters. Chapter 12. Murder on Eridonis. Oh, this is chapter 12, huh? Oh, wow. Who the hell are you?
Fruitful and productive welcome, brother. I had a feeling you would visit me. I offer a wide variety of productivity seminars. I hope you'll consider taking one. But I should remember my manners. To what do I owe the pleasure of the Special Inspector's arrival?
How did you know I was an inspector?
My disciples come to and from the Grand Colonial, bringing supplies and information. Knowing what happens at the hotel affects my livelihood, after all. With that said, I'd love to involve you in one of my productivity seminars. We should clear you of all those nasty, nasty humors hampering your potential.
Didn't Halcyon Helen say you were a hack?
Absolutely not. Any statements by Ms. Helen about us were blown out of proportion and altered by the media. In fact, she quite recently... excuse me. I seem to be remembering something that never happened. Whatever the case, I'm sure her speech about us was all a misunderstanding.
You know, I have been feeling like my potential is hampered lately. What do you offer?
We offer a wide variety of seminars for all your corporate needs. Employees not working hard enough? Employees dying too often? It's most likely your managerial humors. And of course, seminars for balancing the energies of your business offices. Interior decorating is much more important for success than many would believe. If any of this sounds at all interesting to you, might I interest you in the first 82 words of our most popular seminar's introduction? Free of charge.
80's a lot, but why not?
Byzantines live lives fraught with competition, and that competition can be immensely stressful. You must, first of all, find a way to balance your thinking. Think not of bits lost, but of those you have yet to gain. After all, peace leads to productivity, and productivity leads to profit. Though thought alone won't balance you. We have a strict regimen to promote humor clearing. Session attendees stand on burning coals, sit for hours in our productivity smokehouse, and of course, fast throughout.
So in order to be productive, I need to suffer? This sounds like some Buddhist shit.
Precisely. The barriers within yourself will break down as your skin sweats and blisters, giving the evil humors the proper space to escape. It's my patented method.
Someone, Oh, let's see this. I followed your trail to where you dumped something in the wilderness.
Oh, really? What did you find there? What did I dump?
For a prophet, you certainly made some bad decisions. Fess up.
No, I think you're mistaken. There was nothing there, I suspect, and without evidence, I don't expect to be accosted further. I'm delighted to extend my desire to aid you, brother. How might I assist?
Someone said they saw you dragging a human-shaped lump into your yurt.
Who said that? I'll be sure to give them a special seminar on not needlessly implicating the person who puts food on their table. It was a bundle of clothing, brother. Even productivity geniuses need to do laundry from time to time.
The quicker I get the truth, the faster I can leave you alone.
Yes. I suppose the more quickly we get off this subject, the better. I had a visitor, yes. But as it turned out, some of my productivity techniques were too much for them. I had to drag them out by hand. But their peers came and collected them shortly thereafter. I'm sure whichever attendee it was is perfectly safe now.
Alright, now I'm gonna ask some questions about Halcyon Helen. Please answer truthfully.
Oh? I'm surprised. I wouldn't think the two of us would have much to discuss about her. We may have had some terse interactions before her death, which I most certainly regret. But beyond those, well, never mind. What would you care to know?
She's fucking sketching me out. Where were you at the time of the murder?
Why, I've been at the Wilderness Exploitation Reserve for quite some time now, as my disciples can attest. In fact, I haven't visited the Colonials since I arrived several weeks ago. Bad energies, you understand.
Did you contact Helen after you left the Grand Colonial?
I did not. She had no interest in my seminars, and I had no interest in attempting to convert a stubborn actress. Why would I have had any cause to engage with her further?
You and Helen didn't get along, I hear.
I wouldn't necessarily say that. The media tends to exaggerate. I will admit that her remarks about my seminars were rather unfortunate. However, I certainly wouldn't sharpen any sabers over it, if that's what you mean to imply. I only do that when my clients skimp on their bills.
All right.
I hope you now realize that I had nothing to do with Helen's demise.
Later. So we have to investigate her alibi. What is this?
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
Okay.
Analysis suggests this to be a variety of herbs. Herbs have been uniformly treated with a pungent chemical mix. Warning: ingesting, smoking, or inserting non-corporation sanctioned substances into your ears may be harmful to your health.
Burning these would generate some pretty toxic smoke.
Side effects from extended exposure include dizziness, nausea, and unconsciousness. Additional likelihood of organ shutdown and/or death.
Disciplinary amplifier, how would they most likely be used?
Prior analysis suggests these herbs reach peak effectiveness when users burn them and inhale the resulting smoke. Whether or not this increased effectiveness is good for an afflicted individual has yet to be determined.
Can you analyze the chemical these herbs are treated with?
Analyzing. Complete. Substance appears to be a mix of industrial solvents and various essential oils. Substances include woolly cow dander remover, sprat oil, and starship surface wax.
Alright, we're gonna taste it.
Hypothesizing. Potential side effects from herb consumption. Most likely outcome: decapitation. Slight possibility of calculation error.
Alright, we're gonna take a look at it. Get out of here. Whoa, there's a terminal that we can look into.
She said I must burn away the old me in order to be transformed. I can feel myself burning already.
Why is he using
I'm going to absolutely murder the next quarterly report.
weirdo? Okay, now what? Confront her! Bellamy.
Welcome back, brother. I'm delighted to extend my desire to aid you, brother. How might I assist?
You said you had no further interaction with Helen before her death, right?
Yes, that's correct. She made it clear that my seminars were of no interest to her.
I saw the message from Helen on your terminal about attending a session.
Well, I suppose that does complicate things. Whatever the case, I didn't care to mention Helen's change in decision because she never showed up. I don't see how it matters.
You've got some interesting herbs in here!
I'm pleased that you noticed. excellent eye, brother. The compound they're treated with is my own invention, designed to unlock an individual's true productive potential when burned. I can't say any more. Trade secrets, you know.
They seem toxic. Toxic enough to potentially kill someone.
Clever work, Inspector. It seems even I can't slide my way out of the trap you've so intricately weaved. I admit it. I killed Helen. By mistake. Helen changed her mind and wanted to attend one of my sessions. I, knowing the importance of the seminar, desired to truly galvanize her, though not to stop her heart. So when it came time, I chose to double Helen's dosage of productivity-enhancing herbs. I left her to meditate, and when I returned, she was dead. After that, I entered a less than coherent state. One of my disciples, it seems, witnessed me as I dragged Helen's body out into the wilderness.
The wilderness? You didn't dump the body at the Grand Colonial?
Do you jest? The guests at the Colonial eat no shortage of strange things, but I think corpses are perhaps too strange. The creatures of the wilderness are much less picky. Besides, the hotel is ridiculously far. I couldn't have made it all that way without someone realizing I was dragging a corpse.
So you're sure Helen was dead?
I'm no medical professional, but that certainly seemed the case. Usually my customers at least writhe or mumble after a session. My productivity-enhancing herbs typically do induce sluggishness, but I suppose they must have been enough to do her in if her constitution was truly that weak.
Actually, I don't think you killed anybody. Certainly not Helen.
What? Is this some kind of joke? You're an inspector. It's your job to arrest me, isn't it?
Halcyon Helen's body was found at the Grand Colonial. She was killed there.
I don't believe you. I think this is all a trick. You're trying to catch me in a lie. Get me to reveal my productivity secrets.
Look, if Helen's body wasn't where you left it, she must have awakened and walked away.
No. Someone must have moved it after I killed her. One of my business rivals, waiting for me to fall into a false sense of security so they can strike.
The only thing you've done is be completely negligent.
No. You can't trick me. I finally discovered what's happening. You've been paid off. Someone else learned that I killed Helen and is going to use that information to blackmail me. You think I'm going to let this injustice happen? Ha! Tell the constable that I killed Helen. It's 1,000 times less miserable than whatever my enemies have planned.
No.
You monster! What am I supposed to do now? They'll be here soon. And once they arrive, I'll be powerless. Powerless! I just want to go to prison! Is that so wrong?
She's a fucking weirdo, bro. She really is. What the hell? God, let's recover these damn room keys. Alright guys, I'm gonna pause. No, I'm just gonna go get a beer. Okay, we're back. We're back. Dead hotel guests. Luckily, it's not too far away at all. Yeah, dude, I forgot that I had this little, jump dash the whole fucking time. Oh, fuck, I burped.
Right down they go.
Bitch! still didn't get it?
Everyone all right?
Motherfucker. What are you guys all up to, huh? They're really all just spread out like crazy, huh? Why'd you all wander so far? Was that literally just that?
Their mistake.
I feel like I did it so long with that little revolver gun that I'm literally gonna miss it.
Keeping you!
Fuck. Bitch.
Get it out!
This way is gonna be closer. Probably. We'll see. What is this? It's like a wash or something? Bing, 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 bing. They all have Spectrum Brown. This is cool. Eerie but cool, you know what I mean? And that last one's way down there, huh? Oh shit, it's the peeps! It's the peeps! Then after this we'll go and get the robot and then kind of explore the rest of this map, make sure we don't miss any quests, and then we'll head back and report that to Ludovico, and then we gotta talk to Mr. Good Morning or something? Something like that. What do you guys... You're staring at a piece of poop. Good luck, buddy. Little weirdo. This looks like a lot of fucking raptidons.
I'm doing this!
Bitch. Oh, fuck. I'm just gonna have to run, huh? Oh, fuck. I'm just running. Oh, fuck. That's a fucking dead end. Huh? Yeah, it is. Bitch. Yeah, fucking run, punk. Fucking run. You're dead. Okay, are we good over here, everyone? I was making sure y'all were hiding deep in the woods. When do I get to go to the Willy Wonka chocolate factory? I want to. Let me explore the chocolate factory. I mean, I guess we could just go at any point, right? Like, it's there. There's nothing really stopping us except myself. Okay. I'm coming! Wait for me now. Lost in your van. You guys like that? Hello?
Hey there. You find us those keys?
Yes, ma'am.
That's all of them. You're a lifesaver and a half, Inspector. Lawrence, you got the bits?
Let's see, which pocket did I... Oh, they're in my hand. Here you are, Inspector. We'll make sure to put in a good word with our friends, too. I can't wait to put this behind us.
What are you guys gonna do now?
We'll wait here a little longer and start clearing out their rooms when the shift changes. Not sure what we'll do with their belongings.
Lawrence, we talked about this, remember? What belongings? Anyhow, thanks again, Inspector. Good luck with your investigation.
It was them! They did the murder! Nah, they didn't do it. I think they did, huh? They may have, who knows? God. Sometimes it can be hard to make sure you get all the quests. You gotta find the rest of the peeps. Why are you jumping
Someone
and
else
shit?
will clean this up, right?
Okay. No Cacao detected nearby. Returning to slug maintenance worker.
Am I supposed to help escort? This is gonna take ages. Oh wait, I can go back? Okay. I thought I had to walk her all the way back. I was like, this is gonna take fucking ages, bro. Not ideal. At all. Hello.
Hey, I almost can't believe it. Betty found her way back. Here I was thinking I'd never see her again.
One malfunctioning mechanical as promised. She was trying to melt canids.
Oh, Betty, you big goof. What were you thinking in that little metal noggin of yours? You nearly worried me to death. And ain't you just the most reliable freelancer in the colony? Let me just take a look at Betty here and we'll talk about payment. Yep, that's right. Her parameters for movement and target acquisition are a mess. I'll bring her back to the garage and get her sorted out. Since Betty's back safe and sound, I'll be sure to let my coworkers know that you're a good one. Here's some money for your effort. Least I can do to show my thanks.
If you don't want your supervisor learning about your screw-up, I'll need more.
I guess this is what I get for hiring on the first person who'd listen to me out here. This is all I have on me. Now I guess I better go before you ask for more.
Come on, let me ask for more. Let me milk her, bro. Sounded weird the way I said that, huh? Yeah, I'm just honestly gonna explore the rest of this little island here. You make it back, little Betty. Betty Milkovich. Something like that, huh? What is this over here? Some canids.
Take your best shot, asshole.
Fuck. When the fuck did they start jumping and shit? I never remember them jumping before. It's gonna be like Gonzo shit, man.
We're alive.
Weird. I just don't really ever remember them doing that before, but could always be wrong, you know? A fucking snake? Wow. Am I gonna ever heal from these injuries? Okay. Whew. What is this?
Rizzo cares about the happiness of his family. Facer's choice can't say that.
A bunch of Rizzo's hunters. They're literally probably just here just to have fun, huh? The fucking mantis, holy. that at all. I'm just literally checking up here. Oh, fuck. I may be entering the wrong zone, people. I don't know if I should even be here. Probably not. I think we got all the quests here. We're gonna start walking back to base, which is really far away. Oh, that's actually not the one we need to do. This one. Okay, that's more.
Here they come.
Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. Lord have mercy. I'm running. Don't get. Oh, motherfucker, I'm trapped in a rock. Okay. Holy, 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 holy. Oh, fuck. I'm running. I'm running. I'm getting the hell out of here. So, you know, although this wilderness area was like the biggest of all the islands, it kind of had the least amount of stuff to do on it. 2 quests and chat with the prophet, and that's really it. Nothing much more to it than that. Crazy. Alright, here we go. That's a big drop. It's a very big drop. I'd be kind of scared. Would y'all be scared to walk across this bridge or what? I think I'd be pretty scared to walk across this bridge. Not even actually. Kind of looks like it's sturdy now that I'm walking on it. Like it looks, feels, and sounds sturdy. You know what I mean? Administrator Ludovico. Okay, so it's like almost all the areas explored except for the one, which I'm assuming Dr. Goodwitch or Goodwill would do, lead us in the right direction. This kind of reminds me of Fallout 3. What's the one hotel? Where they have the ghouls versus the rich, unghoulified people. I forget what it's called. I still need to do this one here. Okay. But I'm not going to be able to get in. This has been my biggest issue. I can't get into the goddamn A2 room. Where's those Spectrum Brown? If it's brown, you'll want to drown. You know how it goes. Okay, where's the staff on there? Right here. Somewhere, somehow, there's a way with the broom. Somewhere, somehow.
That was a nice warm-up.
Okay. But it's not that simple, is it ever? Guys, I might cheat and look it up. I'm gonna cheat and look it up. Where is the A2 card? What? Oh shit! Well, I'm so dumb. All I had to do was use my analyzer.
They're on us.
Oh!
Nailed him, Captain!
Bitch.
Hardline discrepancy detected nearby.
Yeah.
Analysis confirms this is Evan O'Connell. Analysis also confirms he is dead.
What is the cause of death?
Per additional study of this body's skeletal structure, the cause of death was head trauma.
Head trauma?
Further analysis indicates Evan's fatal injuries were sustained from blunt force trauma to the back of the skull, and his head collided with the ground.
He took a bad fall and cracked his head open? Was it an accident?
There are traces of blood on Evan's hands, Inspector.
Interesting. Sounds like Evan might have been doing a little brawling.
Analysis concludes this blood is human, type A. Medical records indicate Evan O'Connell's blood is type O.
Sounds like a fight.
It is highly likely the blood is the result of an altercation.
Alright, who are we talking to here? Oh fuck. I'm so dumb. I hate to cheat, but we haven't cheated much in this game. I think I've cheated twice. Twice so far. Which is actually pretty good if you put all the numbers together. And that is not bad at all. Lily Vargas. And this isn't the lady who gave us the job. This is a different lady. Halcyon Helen. Dead. Dead! In the flesh. Amelia Stillwell. Which is the one we talked to. I remember when we were going to the pictures. Why is no one saying nothing about it? It's crazy. They act like it's normal. It's totally not. Alright, bitch, let's fucking play. Alright, Amelia Stillwell. Yeah, this is the other one. Who gave us a little info.
Hey, Inspector.
I found Evan's body in room A2. He's dead.
You're kidding! Evan's dead? That doesn't... I don't understand. Was it the alcohol? Oh, law! I thought he'd sleep it off. He seemed fine when I left.
Come on, I know there's more to the story.
Why would you think that?
Because of the blood I found, there was a fight.
Well, shit. You really are an inspector, aren't you? I walked Evan to A2, like I said, and then, out of nowhere, he just came at me. One minute he's laughing and yelling about sharing his joy, and the next, he's choking the life out of me. Grinned the whole time he was trying to kill me, too.
So, how'd you get away?
Dumb luck, I guess. I got a good hit in, threw him off, and ran like hell. If I'd known the fall killed him, I don't know. I should have told someone.
I've got a few questions.
What do you want to know?
Why didn't you tell anyone Evan attacked you?
Because Evan would never attack anyone. I barely believe he attacked me, and I was there. Guess it shook me up pretty good. Evan's always been a total sweetheart. I don't get it.
I found slugs on Evan's body, big ones. Any idea what that's about?
I can't help you there.
If Evan was a victim in all this, we owe it to find out what happened.
Have you been to Purpleberry Orchards, Inspector? Awfully nice out there. You should visit.
Thanks for the tip.
Anytime.
Well, I guess I should get going, but how are you holding up?
I don't know. The whole thing shook me up something fierce, but I'm still here. I'm upset. Angry at Evan. Sad about him being... you know... Scared folks won't believe me. I'm not much for math, so I couldn't tell you how that averages out. But thanks for asking.
Hey, no worries, lady. Peace out.
So?
To you, nothing.
But I killed him. It's my fault he died.
He attacked you without warning. Whatever the reason, that wasn't your fault.
I guess not, but that doesn't make me feel good about it, you know? I just wish I could understand why he did what he did. Evan is... he was my friend. Or I thought he was. I don't know. I hope you're able to make more sense of this than I can, Inspector.
Alright. Well, all that's left is to report to Lily Vargas. And then we'll go turn in a request to Ludovico, and then talk to the other doctor.
Here they come. And that's how it's done, Captain.
Wow.
Hope you've been enjoying your stay.
What the fuck is this? Hello.
Inspector, you find my missing man?
I found O'Connell. He's dead.
Shit. That's fucking inconvenient. What happened?
He attacked Amelia Stewell, who unintentionally killed him in self-defense.
No shit. I gotta tell you, Evan's never been written up for so much as an impolite look. He attacked her? You sure?
I'm satisfied she's telling the truth.
Damn. Okay.
What happened was tragic, but not a crime.
Thanks for looking into this. You saved me a lot of legwork. Law, you want to hear what's really tragic? We were short-staffed already. Now I gotta figure out who the fuck's replacing Evan. A new day, a new pain in my ass.
Nice. Okay, what are we doing here? Return to Mr. Ludovico. I don't even know who to accuse yet. We still have one more lead. One more lead. It's probably gonna take us to that factory. That's what I'm thinking. I don't know though. But I'm thinking it's gonna take us to that factory. And if it does, then we're gonna find some shit up in there. So far, everyone's been dying though. The Prophet did not die though, which was pretty nice actually. If you think about it. That's a good thing. Because everyone else has died! Hello, good sir.
Inspector?
I've just finished my investigation into Jasmine Leva, the Prophet of Profitability.
Ms. Leva earned that title, but not for the reasons you'd expect. The Prophet business has been profitable for the hotel. Not so much for Ms. Leva's followers. So, tell me, what did you find?
Okay. She really wants to be arrested.
She wants to be arrested? That's not the kind of behavior I expect from a suspect. Perhaps she's carrying a guilty conscience. Does the Prophet strike you as a reasonable candidate for Helen's murderer?
Maybe. She needs to be detained until I'm done with my investigation.
Arresting the Prophet could spell the end of her career. But that's a sacrifice I'm willing to make. Thank you for the update, Inspector. I'll include everything you've told me in my official report.
Alright, good day, sir. I'm not ready to make the call yet. Wait, no, I wanted to select this quest. Wow. We don't have much quests left, huh? Which is crazy to me. We may be getting near the end of this game once we finish the side quest. I'm thinking this game's gonna be over at around part 25 is gonna be probably the last part. That's my guess. Alright. Doctor.
Inspector, not a moment too soon. I've just finished my autopsy report.
Let's hear it.
Ruth Bellamy was killed by plasma damage to the upper vertebrae, the occipital bone, and the cerebellum. If it's any consolation, her death was instantaneous and painless. I've also discovered a poisonous compound in Miss Bellamy's stomach lining ingested during her last meal. Toxic, but not enough to kill her. Spencer Woolrich complained of a stomach ailment around the same time period. I assumed he was being, Spencer. But now I'm not so sure.
So, someone was obviously trying to poison Helen.
Almost certainly. Well, possibly they were trying to make her extremely uncomfortable, but I suppose killing her would also satisfy that criterion.
You sure it wasn't just the hotel food?
The thought occurred to me. I tested this hypothesis by vacating the contents of my stomach and testing for the presence of the same toxin. Slightly elevated levels of mercury and an alarming amount of blue food coloring. But other than that, no. I'm certain it wasn't, as you put it, just the hotel food.
When were we talking? You called her Ruth Bellamy, not Halcyon Helen.
Oh, how curious. I do believe you're right. I wonder if this has something to do with the autopsy process. She was Halcyon Helen up until the moment I brought her to the operating table, but as soon as I cut her open, I stopped thinking of her as Halcyon Helen. It's almost as if she stopped being an icon and became a human being.
It's pretty grisly, Doc.
You're a freelancer of some repute. Surely you're no stranger to seeing the interior organs of a human being. Although, I suspect you do most of your work with a gun and not a scalpel.
I think it's Dr. Goodnight. Concierge. Ow, that hurt. Okay. You're gonna let me in there, right?
The Grand Colonial Front Desk warmly welcomes you, Inspector. It's a pleasure to see you again. How may I be of assistance to you, Inspector?
I'm gonna play this a little longer. I need access to the VIP guest floor.
I'd love to, Inspector, but I don't really have the authority. Moreover, the guests were promised exclusivity. If I let you up there, I'll never hear the end of it.
The only guest who'd have a problem with me being up there would be the murderer.
That's a good point. If they give me guff, I can just tell them that they're obstructing justice. That has a nice ring to it. Let me just set you up with VIP guest floor access. Done. You can now come and go as you please.
Thank you, thank you. To the guest floor we go.
If you see Black Hole Birdie, be sure to get an autograph for me. Just joking. I've already got one.
Oh shit. Oh shit! Burbage.
Initiating banter protocol. Now simulating familiar and welcoming demeanor. Burbage 3001 is trained to recognize all board-approved actors. Greetings, fellow star. Your performance in Maverick Johnston's latest drama was memorable.
I see you've had some work done. Who upgraded you?
Burbage 3001's programming is frequently upgraded to adhere to board-certified standards. The most recent upgrade was performed by Spencer Woolrich. Banter protocol exhausted, reverting to default behavior, grieving and despair. Oh, Halcyon Helen. May your atoms be commended to the Aether.
You knew her?
Burbage 3001 was designed to disrupt Halcyon Helen's monopoly over the Aetherwave serial market. This unit's programming is based on Helen's most famous roles. Burbage 3001. Anything Halcyon Helen can do, this unit can do slightly worse.
Does that include dying?
This unit has been programmed to simulate existential dread. Watch Burbage 3001 contemplate its mortality in the critically acclaimed drama, Waiting for Results. This unit has not yet completed its grief cycles, randomizing despair tables. Oh, Helen, is there no justice in the world?
Alright, and there's tons of blood here. We're not able to scan nothing? What the fuck did I just pick up? Ooh, what is that? Let me try that. Ooh, hoo, hoo. Mr. Woolridge. Hello.
About time you arrived. I see you haven't dressed the way I asked you to, but I suppose that was expecting too much of a non-industry lout. Expect a complaint to management. Now, unless you'd like to waste more of my time, I suggest we begin rehearsing. Ready? You've fallen right into my trap, Captain. Oh, don't bother to fight back. You cannot hope to stop me from installing philosophism as the system's reigning ideology.
I can offer you something better than philosophism. Why don't you go someplace private?
Oh, now that can't be in the script, is it? Now, is it warm in here? I must send for a mechanical to look at the thermostat. Wait a moment. You're not wearing a bellhop's ID, which must mean you're not Owen's understudy. That man can't even be relied upon to find his own replacement. Oh, no, this is curious indeed. Who are you, and how did you get in here?
I'm here to investigate the murder of Helen Halcyon. I'd like to ask a few questions, buddy.
You're here to investigate me? Oh, I assure you, I'm nothing special. Just an old crook with more money than time. That was a quote from The Retiree's Revenge, in which I played an ex-thief turned decrepit old man. But, of course, I'm certain you already recognized it. Now, what shall I sign first? Your weapon? Your wallet? Or perhaps something a little more personal? Undergarment signatures have been popular of late, or so I've heard.
I'm not here for an autograph. I'm here to ask questions, dude.
Do you mean to say you're not a fan? Well, then how did you get in here? The only staffer cleared for guest room entry is the inspector for Bellamy's murder. Oh. Hello.
Do you derive some kind of pleasure out of wasting people's time?
Terribly sorry, Inspector. I didn't realize it was you. Understand that I am beyond willing to comply with your search for the fiend that did Bellamy in. You know, now that I look at you, you're the perfect reflection of me, back when I starred in The Marauder's Bane. The absolute picture of justice. Ask me anything at all. I might even give you a straight answer.
Why do I actually like this guy? I've learned a thing or two about your activities in the hotel.
Oh, have you now? Please do go on. Don't leave me in suspense.
I spoke to Burbage. He told me you upgraded him.
I did indeed. With Halcyon Helen parading her fame about, I was left without an acting partner. Burbage is no exception. His acting protocols were nothing short of a joke. So I decided to make some modifications, installing him with some of my old serial quotes, as I think improved his range. The way he bungled about with that weapon of his hardly befitted a dissident, so I modified it as well. He's much quicker on the draw now, though he's still a machine.
I got my eye on you, buddy.
I'm quite used to being breathlessly watched.
I hear you were poisoned.
Indeed. The agonizing bowel pain was most undignifying. While I've certainly had no shortage of inadequate hotel meals, this was most explicitly pronounced. I suspect poison. And who would be most likely to poison me but Chef Anwar? Oh, we've clashed almost non-stop about his slop preparation. He must have tainted my meal in retaliation.
Can you think of anyone other than the chef that would want to harm you?
None that I can think of. I treat all hotel staff equally, and with the minimum level of respect that they deserve.
Why didn't you go to the clinic for your stomach pains?
Is that a jibe? Could you imagine the tabloid headlines? Spencer Woolrich, Aetherwave star, spotted in gastronomic distress. Oh, unseemly hardly describes the half of it.
Well, according to the coroner, Helen was also poisoned.
How alarming! Whoever targeted her was certainly targeting me. I can only thank my ironclad constitution that I'm standing here before you.
Well, she wasn't killed by the poison.
Oh, that's very good to know. Perhaps the poisoner simply meant to incapacitate us both, disrupt the product launch. I couldn't say, Inspector. I'm merely an actor.
All right.
Very well, then.
Who are you?
I'm sure you're joking. Perhaps I'm not in my prime, but you've no doubt seen the name Spencer Woolrich on many a serial advertisement throughout your travels.
I think so.
You think? I mean, yes, of course. You have, obviously.
All right, I'm gonna ask about the murder.
Certainly. But one quick question before we begin, if I may. How was it that Bellamy met her end?
She was poisoned and shot with plasma.
How awful. Whoever did this must have been quite heartless.
Wait. Where were you at the time of the murder?
I was meditating, of course. That's how I get into character.
Got anybody who can corroborate with that?
Respectfully, Inspector, it is rather counterproductive to commune with others while meditating.
You were meditating, really?
All actors have their methods, and this has been mine ever since I met that wonderful prophet of profitability. She taught me it for my role in The Unemployed Cometh. I had to lie face down on artificially heated pavement. The director wanted our suffering to be convincing.
Okay.
Needless to say, being able to leave my body helped to mitigate the pain, both during the 8-hour shoot and with the second-degree burns afterwards. I owe that woman much.
How long have you worked with her?
Yeah, actually, only since I've been at the Colonial. The Unemployed Cometh was shot on site. That makes it, a few weeks. I cannot recommend her services enough. If you haven't been to see her yet, you really should.
All right, back to other questions, buddy.
I'll answer.
Do you know Helen well?
Bellamy has been my co-star throughout the autumn of my career. I should like to think I knew her. In fact, I cannot name a single role in the last 10 years that did not involve her in some way, unless you count the uncredited silent shopkeep on Melissa's Meteoroids.
Must not have been too flattery always starring alongside a younger actress.
Oh, it wasn't. And don't think I haven't picked up on your tone. Resenting Bellamy is one thing, but killing her is another completely. It's also beneath me.
Alright, speaking theoretically, how would you kill her?
Oh, come now, Inspector. What do you take me for? I'm an old man. I neither have the time nor the willpower to kill people for fun. Besides, I have my reputation to think of.
Alright, enough. Back to my other questions.
That's
it, I guess. Okay. So, I'm gonna check this side. Because there's gonna be some more people up here.
Mental no.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
What the fuck is this?
Multiple discrepancies detected. First discrepancy. A woolly cow is present in this hotel room. Woolly cows are an import species for the Wilderness Exploitation Reserve and are incapable of affording upper-class accommodations. Second discrepancy. This woolly cow is dangerously inebriated with Rizzo Spectrum vodka. Alcohol sanguinization ratio exceeds recommended maximum.
And the recommended maximum blood ratio for a woolly cow is?
0.
Good to know, sir.
A brief survey of this area reveals that the most recent occupants were athletes belonging to the Rizzo's Rangers Tossball Club.
Was Black Hole Birdie here?
Insufficient data. A brief survey of localized property damage, divided by the area of this room, yields the following estimate. This unit was likely occupied by every member of the Rizzo's Rangers. -1.
Alright. Well, I remember them talking about how they got a cow drunk. So that doesn't really surprise me, you know what I mean? Oh, that's snazzy, Naoki. Zeke Hannigan. Hello.
Zeke Hannigan, Rizzo's Rangers 16th back. Pleased to meet you. What can I do for you?
Would you happen to know why there's a woolly cow in one of the rooms?
We sort of borrowed her from the Wilderness Exploitation Reserve while we were drunk. I have no idea how we managed to sneak her in here without being spotted. Don't worry, we'll return her safe and sound. Mostly sound. Hungover is still sound, right?
What brings the Rangers to Eridanos?
Since it's the off-season, we're helping support the launch of Rizzo Spectrum Brown. Meet the fans, sign tossball cards, that sort of thing. Just between you and me, Rizzo's ought to cancel the whole event out of respect for Miss Helen.
And how long have you been with the Rangers?
About half my life. You know I was named 3rd most profitable investment on 2 non-consecutive seasons? Ain't a lot of players who can make that claim. Except for the guys who came in 1st and 2nd, I guess. I spent the last season injured and almost got sold to the Hephaestus Hammers, but now I'm all convalesced, ready to lay into some Cleo darlings, you know? Really break some legs.
Well, I have questions about Halcyon Helen's murder.
Oh, you must be that inspector people have been talking about. It's a damn shame about Miss Helen. She was always real good to me and the rest of the Rangers. Birdie's taking it pretty hard. Miss Helen was the love of his life. So, what did you want to know?
Could you think of anyone who'd want to kill Helen?
Miss Helen was outspoken. She made her share of enemies on account of her expressing herself. Just between you and me, I heard rumors the Prophet never much cared for Helen's brand of blunt honesty.
Tell me about Birdie and Helen.
Oh, Birdie was mad about Helen. He was certifiable. The big galoot loved Helen about as much as he loved the game. Trouble is, Birdie was not blessed with an abundance of temper. Helen kept Birdie steady. If he lost his temper around her, it'd be because something broke between the two of them.
Do you think Birdie could have killed her?
What? Law, no. Birdie's got a fierce temper, but there's no way he'd ever have laid a finger on Miss Helen.
And where were you at the time of the murder?
I'm ashamed to admit it, but me and a couple of the other Rangers spent the night in Constable Keen's cells down at the spaceport. We didn't do anything serious, just a bit of pranks and vandalism. It's what usually happens when we all get to drinking. Guess Constable Keen saw things a bit differently and had us hauled off.
Was Birdie in jail with the rest of you?
No, we lost him somewhere along the way. Or maybe he managed to get away? I can't rightly remember. But he was definitely not sharing a cell with us. That much I know.
Alright, glad to hear it, man.
What can I do for you?
Nothing else much, buddy. Just coming by to... That's Black Hole Birdie.
Hotel rooms don't feel like...
Alright, we can leave Birdie. Birdie is chilling now.
Ooh, what'd you find?
Holy shit, that's a lot of fucking goodies, huh? Alright, well, we checked the VIP rooms, huh? Alright, we're gonna save right here in episode 22. We'll be back with episode 23 in no time, gamers. In no time. Let's see what we're at here. I just want to see how long we are here. Wow. Wow. A lot of hours. Peace out, everyone.